never fucking
with your
known.
dinosaur ass
Let me change my
technological
just in case
disabilities.
just in case my name pops up on the screen. Let me make sure I change it to my actual name, Daddy Goods DG, aka Chicken Bear.
Still trying to make DG happen.
You know, you gotta really own whatever nickname you get. And, I'm tired of running from the Chicken Bear. I'm just going to start owning the Chicken Bear. And as a matter of fact, I changed my Instagram name to DG, Daddy Goods Chicken Bear, just because you hated on it so bad. I'm just rolling with it full force. You know what
I
I'm saying?
loved Chicken Bear from the gate, so don't
No,
be
you
unfair.
you actually hated on the Chicken Bear.
No, I laughed at it because I was like, Chicken Bear, what the fuck?
Could you
Like
imagine if a chicken and a bear were actually joined together and the bear had a chicken head or vice versa? That would be a
no. I
pretty.
think if a bear and a chicken came together, they would make a DG.
I wonder what bear meat tastes like, actually. It can't taste
Ugh,
like chicken.
I don't wonder what that tastes like at all.
What if I came
I've
to
tried deer meat and that shit is gamey as fuck, and I imagine bear is similar.
what if I came to San Diego one day and I said, Stella, guess what? I got a fucking bag full of bear jerky. Are you down to try it?
Absolutely not.
You got to be experimental. I mean, I know you
Bruh,
were on
I'm
some.
not. I don't like to eat a bunch of different animals. I'm not here for the red meat too
Are
much.
you here? Are you here for PETA? Are you supporting PETA? PETA's been getting really ridiculous lately, actually. Like, you can't do anything without PETA be mad. As a matter of fact, if PETA seen my backdrop, they'd probably think that it was made from some kind of a chicken bear and be protesting
A chicken
right
bear.
outside.
Probably. I mean, I think you can't do anything these days without someone getting upset or sensitive about it. I
You
just
know what? Go ahead.
No, it's fine. I just think
You
we're
know what I
all
try to do? I tried to change my name from DG Chicken Bear on Instagram because I was kind of just doing it as a joke to kind of be
to fuck
funny,
with
right?
me. Yeah.
And I tried to change it a little while ago, and it said, "Sorry, you've already changed your name enough times this month. You have to wait 14 days." I'm like, I
How
guess I
many?
really am Chicken Bear.
How many? How many times?
I haven't even changed it that many times. I'm like,
Damn, you
please
like
let
constantly
me out,
change your name out
Instagram.
here? What is happening?
What's the irony that Instagram thinks they have the power to control what I want my name to be?
It's a
That's Big
private
Brother right
entity.
there. That's Big
They,
Brother. And let me stop yelling so much, actually.
it's a private entity. It can do whatever the fuck it wants. That's what people are like. Oh, they can't censor us. It's a private company. It is not a government thing. They can absolutely shut your shit down if they want to, or
What's
keep it
cra-
up.
What's crazy to me is if you talk about anything related to politics or conspiracy theory or anything like that, they actually will either A, suspend your account, delete it,
Fact
or
check it
they
and
will
all that
fact
shit.
check it. I just recently started seeing fact checks on some of the Instagram accounts that I follow. And I'm like, who are these? Who's like even notifying, whoever it is to do a fact check? Like, how do
Some
they?
rat out there.
So there's rats.
I don't know. I really don't know how it works, and I try not to take it too much to heart because someone's paying someone something always, whether it's putting the article out there to get people to think a certain way, whether it's sharing it to get them to think this way or to think opposite of it, or the fact checkers blocking it because whatever else. Like, literally everybody has an agenda, right? So,
Right.
I
I
mean,
follow.
critically think, people. Decide for yourself for all the things. Like, period.
Right. I follow this account called Hollywood is Weird or Evil, something
Holly
like that.
Weird.
Oh
The
yeah, yeah,
real
yeah.
Holly Weird.
I send you stuff from their account all the time, huh?
Mm-hmm.
So on their account, they have a post about COVID being basically just a regular common flu, right? And it got fact checked by some website, some science website or whatever, but it doesn't say false or true. It says partially false. I'm like, what
Well,
does this mean?
because COVID is the disease caused by coronavirus. Coronavirus is a family of viruses. Like, you do find it in the flu and the cold. Like, it is part of that family. That is true. But the disease that comes from it, that's COVID, that's killing people, is different. It's like as a result of. So,
You know, I looked at some stats and they said that about more than half of the percentage of people that are actually dying from COVID are 80 plus. And then as you go down the list, the percentages, you know, kind of clock in all of the ages above 50,
I
which is
mean, I don't doubt that, right? Because the older you are, the more vulnerable you are, because you have these different things your organs have gone through, whatever the hell you've put them through in your lifetime, right?
right. Uh-huh.
But like, here's the thing. So, for example, diabetes, right? People get diabetes and they're otherwise fine. But diabetes starts to cause other complications in your body after some time, right? It'll start to give people heart issues, circulation issues, whatever, right? And then when people ultimately die because of whatever else, diabetes does not get the credit. They'll say that you died from heart, whatever. And so part of my issue with the people who have issues with COVID getting the credit for killing people who had underlying health issues, right? They're like, well, that's not why they died. They died because they had heart disease. It's like, sometimes COVID is causing this shit. They're finding, like, in younger people that are either dying or getting really seriously ill from it, that it's causing blood clots. Like, people are having to get shit amputated. It's causing stroke. It's causing these problems. And you might survive COVID, but then it has already caused another problem in your body just from being in there in the first place. So I think that it should get credit for killing you if that's the case. Like, that's just how I feel, because I think that people aren't as serious, like diabetes, things like that. That's like a near and dear one to my heart, because my brother is diabetic, my grandpa was diabetic, my dad was diabetic. Oh my God, I can't stand you.
I'm listening.
But like, my grandpa and my dad, who had diabetes wasn't the cause of death on their death certificate. And for like my dad, I get why it wasn't, but like for my grandpa, it should have been, because it caused all these other problems for him. He had to get his leg amputated eventually. Like, he had all these problems that were caused by the diabetes.
Right.
And so I think if you die down the fucking line because you had COVID and some shit, it started some shit, it's like snowball effect in your body. Like, it should get the credit for killing you, period.
So you're down for somebody going to the hospital for some other reason and then them being listed as a COVID death? That's
They
what you're
had
saying?
COVID.
But what if the COVID really wasn't what killed them then? Why would it be
Well,
okay
it
to put it
depends.
down
Did
as
they
a COVID?
have COVID or did they not have COVID? Did they have COVID before this problem or after this problem? There's a lot of different circumstances that you have to take into account. I definitely think there's fraudulent shit happening out there, because, I mean, look, I get that they'll get more funding if they have more COVID cases or whatever, right? So numbers are being skewed.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, like, people are getting mad at the wrong people here. You're getting mad at a hospital that's trying to get funding so that it could help people, right? Instead of getting mad at the government for not just giving them the fucking funding in the first place so that they don't have to adjust shit like that, right? People are getting mad at the wrong people. Get mad at your government. They're not giving the people the fucking resources that they need to do their job. If
You
they
better be
had
careful
them,
what you say before my Wi-Fi starts fucking up again mysteriously.
I don't care. So
You don't care about my Wi-Fi?
I care about your Wi-Fi right now while we're recording, but outside of that, I don't care too much about your Wi-Fi.
So proceed.
So proceed. No, I'm good. We're good on that. Let's.
Well, let me. I want to say something. I wanted to say. I saw an article like a few days ago. Somebody went to the doctor with a broken arm, And when they went home, they had issues. They were like having sick issues and
Mm-hmm.
symptoms or whatever. And it came to find out that they somehow mysteriously had COVID after they went to the doctor and got a shot.
Got a shot of what?
I don't know what they got a shot of.
That's why people need to quit getting fucking shots, man. I don't trust those things either. Not once have actually, let me say it. I've only gotten a flu shot one time my entire life. Every single year, me and my kids don't get flu shots. Every single year, my kids and I do not get the flu.
Likewise, I don't get the
Hello.
flu either.
I'm not getting no damn coronavirus vaccine. It's not happening. No COVID vaccine. I think it's stupid that people are waiting for this vaccine and think that it's just going to make everything go away when you can actually get COVID more than one time. What the fuck is a vaccine going to do for you if you can get it again?
I got the vaccine
Right? It's like
downstairs. I
flu. So
got
then they want us to get yearly COVID shots when
no,
COVID's antibodies are inside you
not down.
for only a couple of months. So what, multiple COVID shots a year? Like, no,
Nope,
I'm not doing that shit. And I
no
sure
siree,
as
Bob.
fuck am not getting microchipped. Over my dead body, I will
Let me
take
ask
my
you though.
ass on a raft into the ocean and die that way if I have to. I'm not doing it.
Let me ask you. If they said the only way you could survive, buy things at the grocery store, get paid from your job, everything that it takes to survive as a human being, the only way you can do all that is if you get the microchip inside of your body.
My kids and I are going to Mexico.
But everywhere, worldwide, this is the only way you can pay
I'm
for
gonna go
shit.
float in the ocean until the waves take me out.
Do you think that there will be like some kind of rebellion and people will say, you know what, fuck
Absolutely.
it?
How many people do you know that are like super down to get microchipped? I don't know any. And I only knew I did like a poll not too long ago asking people how they felt about like mandatory vaccination. And out of like the 70 people who participated in that, only 5 were okay with it. So I think that the majority of people are like pro-choice when it comes to that shit, as it should be. I don't think anything should be mandatory. If supposedly we live in a free society, right? It's not really free, but okay. That's another topic. That's a whole other conversation.
So let me ask you this. Are you at all afraid of the coronavirus?
Yeah, I think if I caught COVID, that it would probably kill me. But that's because I've had pneumonia like 8 times, and last year it almost did kill me. I was hospitalized twice.
Do you
So
think you had the coronavirus then?
honestly, yes. I think I did. That shit almost killed me. Like it was pretty bad. I've had pneumonia a lot of times. I've never had it like that. It was really gnarly.
What if the most good looking guy you have ever laid your eyes on was walking down the street, right? And he was obviously eyeing you. And you were like, damn, that's a good looking guy. I hope he talks to me. And then he does. He says something. He gestures to you like, hey, what's going on? Right. And you also noticed though, after he did that, he turned to the side and had like a little cough or something
Nobody
like
want that Rona dick. Sorry.
Wait a minute, no, but he's like the most attractive guy you've ever seen in your life.
I'm not getting no Rona dick.
You're not gonna give him the chance if he had a
No
slight
Rona
cough.
dick.
He has a mask on though. You're not gonna give him a shot.
Nah. No
Okay, he
dick
has a
is worth
mask
my
on.
life. No dick is worth my life.
I mean that. I'm glad that you feel that way. I mean, I wouldn't risk my life for some Rona pussy.
No, I'm not. There's no dick appointment alive that is gonna make me risk my life. Like it's not happening.
So are dick appointments for all women canceled right now because of COVID? Are they dating right now? Are women dating in this current modern
I think
climate?
there's people out there doing the same exact shit that they were doing before, honestly. But I'm good on that.
So there's probably a good handful of chicks out there right now getting some Rona dick.
Probably.
Ladies, what's going on?
And men and gentlemen. Fuck out of here. Dudes are always spreading shit and we're getting the fucking rap for it. I don't think so.
No, actually, women are the ones that harvest STDs.
Yeah, but men unknowingly spread it, right? You guys can't get tested for shit like HPV. We can. And when we find out we have it, you know what I mean? Like, it's bullshit. You guys don't show symptoms for things and carry diseases. We have the nice, wet, warm, dark environment that the shit
Oh my
festers in.
gosh. Oh
So,
my gosh.
you guys are assholes for not being clean.
uh, what the fuck? But you just
You're
agreed
not
with me
wrapping
that.
it up. I'm
Wait.
saying
When you say you gotta like let them know
I'm
that you're
saying
talking in general
men
because
are unknowingly spreading diseases or knowingly spreading diseases. We know that we'll have a disease because we have the wet, warm environment that
stop
festers with
saying wet, warm environment. Like
it's dark,
I got
it's
basketball
warm,
shorts
it's
on right now, please.
yeah, no.
But
So like that's why like if there's an STD involved in it's typically like women who show the symptoms first, even though the man gave it to them.
that's some freaky shit right there, man.
It's some bullshit is what it is. So
So all around right now, it's a pretty disappointing point in time because you're not only scared of getting herpes and different STDs and things like that, but you also don't want to get that Rona because that's probably easier to get than any STD.
and it's a more potential death sentence than something like HIV, you know what I mean? At least with HIV there's medication that can keep you alive
Wait a
forever.
minute. Wait a minute. Did you just say coronavirus is more deadly than
Potentially more
HIV?
deadly than HIV.
You've been
Yeah.
watching a lot of Fox News, man.
No, I'm saying there's people who could literally die from COVID, right?
Yeah.
Like anybody, your age, my age, whatever. So if your age, my age got HIV like right now, chances are we could still live a long, healthy life, right? With the right medication and treatment. If you got COVID right now,
There's no vaccine. That's
you're
what you're saying.
either going to get really sick and be okay, or you're going to get really sick and die,
Mm,
right? Or you're going to
I
just be
hear what you're saying.
asymptomatic, but it can still cause other issues inside you that you're just completely unaware of as of right now. That'll show their ugly fucking face later. You know what I
Right.
mean?
You're going places.
That's what I'm
Cooking.
saying.
You're cooking.
No, for sure. I'm not
I'm
like,
pulling up the
it's
plate.
a for sure death sentence. You're so screwed. Like, that's not, come on.
I like it when you
You
cook,
know me.
you know? When you cook up those topics and get the going, I'm pulling up my plate, fork and knife, and we're about to get the eating.
Mm-hmm.
But sure.
Mm-hmm.
You feel like I'm being
Stick a
sarcastic right
fork
now.
in it.
Yeah. Oh, you want me
No.
to stick a fork in it.
No, not you.
So what I want to do is bring up a topic that I feel like is very, very relevant because today, modern day times, I feel like women are so masculine. And what I mean by that, and I'm not hating on the ladies. So ladies, don't feel like I'm just always taking shots at you. I just want to bring some things that I feel like need to be talked about to the table. I feel like women in 2020 are more like guys than they were 10 years ago. What do you think about that, Stella?
Well, elaborate. What do you mean we're more like guys?
Women, they just are. Women,
You guys don't
they
like being treated the way you treat us? Is that what you're saying?
uh yeah, duh.
Oh,
That's exactly what I'm saying.
yeah, oh. Well,
What do you think? Do you think that
what
women
I
think more like guys nowadays, or
think that as the years pass, that we're getting more empowered. I think the older you get, the more comfortable you become with yourself and who you are. And it's really empowering, and you start to tolerate less, right? I think that it depends. And then, now with social media and the ability to spread that information and that feeling and that sisterhood, right? Oopsie.
careful there?
I know.
Careful there,
You're
Tiger.
able to reach young people in a way that you couldn't before. Like when I was 20, there was nobody preaching to me like fuck him, do you got this, you're beautiful, you're powerful, you're all these things, right? That didn't exist for me when I was 20. Now I'm 35 and what was it, like maybe 4 or 5 years ago? God, I keep hitting this thing. I was in college, right? And I was in a class with everybody who's 10 years younger than me. And I'm like, don't let any guy be this way with you. I'm like, you know, you're powerful, do your thing, like be you, like all these shit, right? And so you're able to like reach people who are younger than you now. And I think that that's really helping like build a less tolerant of abuse female, right? Like we're not necessarily apathetic and like not caring anymore or whatever like that. We're just not here for your bullshit. So that's really what it comes down to.
Well, you just fucking murdered that. Like, I don't even have any shit to talk about.
I mean, if y'all don't like it, don't be treating people like that. We learn it from you.
Guys.
Because women are naturally, we are conditioned from birth, right? To be submissive, right? It's almost in our nature to do so. So when we're not, y'all need to question why. What did you do to put us in this position where we're like, not today. Fuck you. I'm a goddess. Fuck yourself.
I want to defend the guy so bad right now, but
you can't. I'm gonna dive on you.
I'm like, I feel like we got to take the L on this because that's, you know, more than likely true. I mean,
I don't know which way people are gonna see.
Are you giving me L's right now?
Yeah.
Because it sounded like I was gonna have some bullets for this topic, and I don't think that I do.
Well,
I don't think that I should. I don't think that I should, though. I mean, it's true. I think that over the years, guys have been womanizers, and you know they treated women like shit. And now that the table is, you know, kind of being turned on them, and women have discovered their power more, and they're, you know, doing what they got to do to, you know, let them know that they deserve more. It just is what it is, guys. You got to take the L. And I feel like that's
and we're doing more for ourselves these days, right? We're working, we're breadwinners, we're doing all this shit by ourselves oftentimes, you know, so can no man tell us nothing, especially the ones who are independent and like on their game, you know what I mean?
Shout out to the independent women out there.
We see you.
I love and appreciate you. And I respect you all for doing your thing. Gotta love it.
Gotta love it. Love it.
You want to know what else I love?
What else do you love?
The fact that we're slide gang out here.
Slides. I'm socks and sandals gang. 1000%.
Hands down, the most comfortable footwear to wear are slides. This sounds like an ad right now.
I mean, it's not for a specific slide, but
do you got your slides on right now?
I don't have my slides on right now. Actually.
For all of you out there, if you don't have slides, you have to get some slides. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, I'm going to go ahead and show you right now, okay? So hopefully you're watching this on YouTube and not listening because you're not.
Believe it or not, there are people out there who have no idea what slides are.
I hope they're not like dirty. Oh my God, they look kind of dirty. Let me put them back there. I'll wear them too much. Hold on.
We're not cutting that out.
Maybe we should.
No, we're not. But there are really people out there when you're like, oh, I'm going to get my slides. I'm going to put my slides. And they don't know what that is. They're like, slides? Huh? What?
Mm-hmm.
Don't fuck with those people.
I wear my slides everywhere.
Me too.
I wear them when I'm driving. You shouldn't wear them when you drive because it is actually a little dangerous to wear them when you drive.
How?
Have you ever had like your foot kind of?
See, that's another man and woman thing, right? Y'all can't drive with slides on. We literally drive with slides, sandals, heels, platforms, shoes. The fuck?
I'm feeling some beef right now. I'm feeling some beef. Like the last, like I feel like we're like beefing as as man and woman right now. I feel like we're not doing this team thing
We're
right
not
now. Like,
beefing. It's not a beef. It's just an observation, right?
I'm gonna have to start standing up for the guys, man, because I don't know, man. You've been
You
throwing a lot
can
of shots at the
try,
guys
but
right now. Oh, I could try. I might give you a W every once in a while when it comes to certain things,
you don't have
but
to give
you're
me a
taking a shot.
W.
You're
I
taking
earned the
shots at.
W's.
You're
Fuck.
You're taking shots at guys right now, and I don't
Yeah,
know.
if you can't drive in slides, bro, you got a problem.
I mean, my foot slips a little bit out the slide sometimes.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine.
Just
I drive
because
in
women
slides.
have way sweatier feet than guys,
Sweatier?
don't. That's why your slide stays on your foot, because it sticks to your foot.
That doesn't make any sense. Wouldn't sweaty
What do you
feet
mean it
make
doesn't
them
make sense?
slide off your feet?
When you have your slides on, they'll come off easily if you
Whose
have.
sweat is sticky?
Yeah, but you have clammy feet, is what you're saying right now, and
No,
that's
you're
why they're
saying
not
I
slip.
have clammy feet. I'm saying, nah.
But your slides aren't coming off, so you must have clammy
Yeah,
feet.
because they fit me properly.
So do mine.
Just gotta buy the right fit.
I got the
Okay?
size. I got the size
Or you
13
can
slide.
be even cooler like me
Mm-hmm.
and just throw on some flamboyant fuzzy socks. Because I'll literally wear, okay, picture this.
All
This
right.
is me
I'm
to
picturing.
just do anything, go to the store, whatever. I have no shame. I will have a black Incredibles sweatshirt on
Mm-hmm.
with, I don't know, whatever pajama shorts I have, like my white ones with the little red thingies on them. I think they're like Hollister or something,
Mm-hmm.
right? Then I will have literally yellow and pink flamingo fuzzy socks that go like a little bit above my ankle, right?
Mm-hmm.
With my black Fila slides. That's how I'm rolling to the store. And I always, anytime I do my socks with sandals, I'll like post it on Instagram and be like, on today's episode of Socks with Sandals, like.
There you go, y'all. So if you want to be
Yeah.
more like Stella, socks and sandals.
Like the homie, Spec the Kid.
Shout out Spec the Kid. I
Shout
saw
out
that.
Spec the Kid.
I saw
Check
that
him out
story
on
he did.
Instagram. Check his
Mm-hmm.
music out on iTunes.
What does Spec the Kid do? Does he produce?
Mm-hmm. He produces and he raps and he's cool as hell. So
Yeah, no, it definitely seems like it. Shout out to
follow
Spec the
him.
Kid. I'm gonna have to personally check out some of his music.
Music is a vibe.
You gotta. I told you, you gotta dive into some more music. You gotta become a music head.
I don't think I have time for that.
No?
I mean, I'm trying to be like, there's a lot of things that I'm multitasking already, like I'm already in charge of an entire household. I work, I have children. I'm trying to stay like up on the knowledge, stay involved in the politics, trying to have somewhat of a personal life, trying to read books. Like, it's a lot. I listen to music. I'm just not like, I don't know every single artist out there and every single song and like, but I listen to my chick shit on that Janae.
You listen to Janae a little bit?
Of course I do. I'm obsessed with her.
I like Janae too. I like that new
I
song.
listen to music. You guys act like I don't listen to music. I'm just not gonna like dive into every single time any artist drops an album. I'm not like first one there. Like, I don't care that much.
You gotta give the new shit a shot, You gotta give it all a shot.
I'm gonna go out of my way in my life to be like, oh, have you heard that new? You have to listen to every song. Like, I don't really care about being in any particular conversation like that.
You know what I'll
get around to it.
You know what I've noticed about reading books and things like that is that when you are diving into something that you want to, like a book, and you start reading it and you kind of turn off all of the social media and you push your phone to the side because you want to get into the book, is that you start feeding your mind with information that's good, and then afterwards you think like, man, that was so refreshing, gaining all this knowledge. And then you start wondering like, man, I really waste so much time on social media and just scrolling and looking at a bunch of things that really don't serve any purpose to your own personal life.
Or
Feels
listening
good.
to music that has absolutely zero message. Like that to me is like the older I'm getting, the less I want to hear about these like weirdos, like these little weirdo rappers that are all coming out and like saying absolutely nothing. Like 6ix9ine, like the fuck, dude? Like
He was actually pretty good before he started, snitching on everybody and going to
I'm good
before
off
jail.
that guy.
Before
I'm good
jail and
off that
everything, his
guy.
music wasn't that bad. It was good to work out to, but you can't even like roll down the street and listen to his music no more.
I couldn't do it in private either. You know what I mean? Like I can't. So I'm good off that shit, you know what I mean? But like I stick to the ones who have something to say actually. So that's
Sp-
where I'm at.
Hey, speaking of artists, did you know that August Alsina came out with a new song called
Entanglements. Oh my god, I listened to that. My cousin sent it to me actually. She's like, "Oh my god." And I was like, "Dude, why does he got it? Why is he poking the bear though?" Like Will had nothing bad to say about him. Even Jada had nothing bad to say about him. Why is he using them to be relevant?
Right, that was kind of corny of him, huh?
It's super corny, dude. Fool's whack. I would listen to a couple of his songs before. Now I'm just like,
No, it's a rap.
good. Character, man. He's got a whack character, and that like that to me is that's like 6ix9ine. His character's whack, right? August Alsina, whack character. I'm not going to give you the plays.
Right.
That's how we vote in this country with our dollar.
That is very true.
So that's where I'm at.
I'm I'm on the shade room right now,
Are you
looking up some
trolling
stuff.
Instagram while we
I'm
podcast?
well. I mean, because
Okay.
we didn't have a big list of topics today, so
Yeah, we did. Did you even look at it?
I did.
So, I mean, we've almost hit them all. So, I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, no, we let me see.
So, okay. So, I posted that clip today, right?
Uh,
About it was like a 38-second clip. If you guys haven't checked it out, check it out. It's on Instagram. It's like only 38 seconds of last week's episode when you're like, this is how you know women are freakier than men because men can
mm-hmm.
go work out and get blown. But if a woman goes and works out, he's going to tell her ass to take a shower because he ain't going down there. And I was like, nah, 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 nah. There are guys out there who will put their whole
They
face
want
all
this.
up in
They
there.
want the stinky coochie though. I'm not down
It's
for
not
stinky
even
coochie.
necessarily stinky. Like, I don't know who you're messing around with, but
I'm married, first of all, so I'm not
yeah,
messing
no,
around with
that's what I
anybody. And my
mean.
wife's coochie doesn't stink, but I'm
That's what
saying,
I'm
like,
saying.
if
So you wouldn't
you,
put your face in there post workout?
no, I'm not
Okay.
putting my face anywhere post
See,
workout.
it's weird to me.
I'm not putting my face anywhere post workout. I'm not putting my face anywhere after somebody shits. Nothing like
Yeah, I know
that.
you made that clear, but I'm saying that there are men out there who are savages who will put their whole face in there. I'm here for that. But on that topic, well, where was I going with this? Because I think I just completely forgot where I was going with that. Um,
I think you were trying
okay, so
to.
no, you know how when you're working out, right? Some people get that like they're like, all right, I got this testosterone, I got this hormones
Mhm.
pumping, like let's get it in.
Yeah,
So since I think we're in agreement that foreplay is mandatory, right?
it's definitely mandatory. Yeah.
So what, you're not gonna just get it on because of a little bit of sweat?
No, I'm down for the sweat, but I mean, I'm talking about like after a real hardcore workout, and I'm talking about like maybe even in the sun, and you got the sweat going hard,
Mm-hmm.
and you start getting a little bit of BO. You need some deodorant. Your ass starts sweating. I'm
Mm-hmm.
pretty sure that there's gonna be somewhat of a smell. There's got to be, right?
No, there's not. There's not.
So you don't stink after you work out.
I don't. I'm going to keep it 1000 with you. My sweat actually smells really sweet. It's very weird.
Oh, yeah.
I'm like, I even notice, I'm like, it's like kind of
Uh-huh.
sweet smelling. It's very weird.
You're just fucking perfect, huh?
Well, you eat what you, okay, you are what you eat, first of all. If you eat like trash, you're going to be stinky. These are just, it's science. These are just the facts,
But
right?
McDonald's is so good.
Bruh, ugh.
Quarter pounder.
I'm gonna fucking throw up.
Dip the quarter
Nope.
pounder in some barbecue sauce.
I don't fuck
Put a
with
little
it.
bit of mac sauce on the
I don't fuck with
quarter.
it. Do not.
Don't even go there. And when the fries are so hot, I say hot, so
People
hot and
love their
salty,
fries, and I think their fries are disgusting.
their fries are
I
unparalleled.
used to think they
Oh
were
my
good a
gosh,
long
they're
time
delicious.
ago. But I haven't had McDonald's in fucking forever, and I don't know, maybe it was like a year or two that I tried their fries again, and I was like, ew, these fucking things are disgusting.
What's
Like,
the best fast food fries out there?
I don't know. It's really hard for me to say because I don't really eat fast food.
Don't be that way.
I'm serious.
From
I'm
what
serious.
you experience, don't be that person who doesn't
When
eat
I
fast
used
food
to
fries.
no, when I
Okay,
used to eat it, I liked Jack in the Box curly fries.
those are some good fries.
That's what I do remember.
I tell you what fries you got to get is the In-N-Out animal style fries, the best.
I don't like In-N-Out fries at all. I think they're disgusting.
Those are the most natural fries out of all
Yeah,
fast
they're
foods.
gross. I don't like them.
They're
I'm
not
telling you,
gross
I
at
really
all.
do not eat fast food. Like, I will go and pick something up, like for my kids or for my brother or something, and I'll be sitting there, like, they'll tell me what they want, and then I try to relay that to the people that working at the drive-through,
Mhm.
and I'm like, um, it's like I'm like trying to like say what it like, and they're like, oh, is this is it? I'm like, yeah, like that, and they're like, well, do you want this on it? I was like, oh shit, I don't know, I didn't know it came with that. Like, I can't even order from a fucking fast food, like a drive-through, because that's how much I don't eat fast food.
So you telling me you can't get down with a little bit of waffle fries from Chick-fil-A?
Waffle fries, oh yeah, I've had their fries.
Do you
I
like
might steal
Chick-fil-A?
a fry or something with my kids. I've gotten a salad from there.
Are you serious?
I'm serious. I don't. That's like what I order if I order fast food.
You know, that is the number one question I ask you. Are you serious?
Yeah.
Could we,
Yeah.
could we get some merch going? Some Are You Serious
Are
shirts,
you
Side Frame
serious
Chronicles?
shirts? It's happening. It's happening.
Is it going
Just
down?
wait. Um, but yeah, you are what you eat. And I think that might be people's
So,
problem.
ladies,
If you're not
make sure
drinking
you
enough
eat.
water, if you're not eating enough vegetables and fruits and things like that, ladies and gentlemen, y'all stink too. Fuck out of here.
So, ladies, make sure you eat a lot of fruits, salads, and things that are very healthy for your body because your sweat will be sweet. Guys will go down on you after a workout,
If
and
they're worth anything, yeah.
your vagina will taste like sugar.
Sure
Well,
will.
that's some good advice right there.
It is. It's some solid advice.
So, if you want,
I think everybody kind of knows that, though.
well, not everybody.
Most people know.
Well, probably not most people. There's some people that need some advice in the world.
Well, there it is. It's right there for you. If you want him to be a savage, watch what you eat. And if he's still not a savage, you might want to switch him up.
That's some good advice, though. Perfect advice. Perfect.
I know. Also, speaking of stinky, dental hygiene.
Ooh. That's very
Guys,
important.
if you are not flossing at least every night before bed, your breath probably smells like shit. I'm just throwing it out there.
Flossing is important.
Yeah, no, it's really important.
I forget to floss once in a while.
So I am almost done with week 2 of wearing those like aligners, right? The clear aligners. And so every time you eat, you got to brush your teeth and floss, right? Because you don't want to, I don't know if it's like a mandatory rule, but I do it. And so since I've been brushing and flossing multiple times a day, because I used to always brush before bed and I brush in the morning and I floss before bed, right? I always floss. But now I'm flossing every time I eat. My teeth are just getting whiter, like just from doing that. That's just from brushing and flossing. Literally every time I eat. And so you got white teeth too. And that's just something I've noticed. And then, but I also remember one of my friends back in the day, she's like saying, if you want like white teeth, floss, you know? And then also a friend of mine was like pointing out how when people don't floss that their breath smells like shit. And I was like, oh my God, it does, you know? Because nobody wants to kiss a stinky mouth. Nobody wants your stinky ass breath in your face. If you don't take care of your mouth, imagine how your ass is.
That's one of the messed up parts about being married is when you wake up in the morning and your other half has some stink breath.
You're that half, right? Not your wife.
Well, I mean, you know, duh.
Okay.
But it's only natural, you know. I mean, I do what I can, but I mean, let's face it, like everybody
has morning breath. I get it. Okay,
everybody
so
has morning breath.
Are you down to make out in the morning and have like sex in the morning?
I'm not down. I'm not down to make out in the morning.
Oh my God.
Don't even look my direction in the morning. I'm not down for making
I've just, I think, gotten lucky because
you've just somehow messed with all of the most disgusting guys in San Diego.
The same people who were the ones who were down to get in there after a workout.
They're down to kiss.
Are the same
your
ones
stink breath.
That kiss with morning sex and they're down. Like, but it's not even like, it doesn't even smell that bad. To be honest with you, like it doesn't even bother me, and I'm like very sensitive about that shit.
It seems like you.
So I think some people have stinkier everything than others. We're just gonna chalk it up to that.
It just seems like you talk to all the guys who will eat your ass, and then also you'll kiss them. I think you're just all
even after they've been in there. Blah. Absolutely.
What's the correct way? Let me ask you this: what's the correct way for a guy to perform the foreplay?
What do you mean?
What's the right way to eat pussy?
Well, everybody's different, so you just got to know her body. I personally,
there's got to be a right way to do it.
Well, okay. I mean, I can only speak about my body and
because I could tell you what's the right way for a woman to perform fellatio.
Every guy is different. Literally, every guy is different. Okay, every guy is different. Trust me, the same method doesn't always work on every dude.
But
they don't all.
There's got to be like
shit.
All around like a basic method that could get the job done. Because, I mean, the chicks got to lick the balls. The balls.
They don't all like that.
You've been with guys that don't like their balls licked?
Who literally want you to stay away from that shit. Yeah.
I bet you those are the same guys that like fingers in the ass.
No, those ones like their balls licked. I mean, they're freaky. They're gonna want everything.
I just hit my head. You're so stupid.
It's true. I mean, if they like a finger in their ass, they probably want their balls licked. These are just the facts. Like, they're the same ones that'll put the face all up and through there.
All right, I get it. Everybody's different.
In the morning. Yeah,
everybody's different. But like from your perspective, what do you think the right way is for a guy to go down on a chick? Do they gotta like get all up in there, or just a clit? Is it just a clit?
No, it can. Okay. So for me, it has to be.
Tell us from your perspective.
It has to be gentle. Anything aggressive is like gonna completely turn it off. Like I don't know what the fuck you're doing down there, but you need to chill.
Yeah. Fuck yeah.
It's gotta be like kissing, like making out on clitoral stimulation parts, as well as what'll really get you is some like G-spot action simultaneously.
Oh, see,
Yeah,
that's important
that's that
information.
good shit
I
right
think
there.
all guys need to know this. So, all right.
It shouldn't
So,
start off with both. It should definitely start off with a making out part, and then you gradually work into the both, and then she'll get there
okay, so
if she's
some
anything like
some
me.
some clit action with the tongue, clit action.
Hmm.
And as the guy is, got the tongue on the clit, he's putting the fingers into the vagina.
Hmm.
So a little
But
bit
it
of
can't
finger
just be
banging.
like aimlessly, like, you just really gotta curve it up into that G spot.
You got to curve it.
Yeah, because
I,
the
I
G
was
spot's
told
up forward.
I was told that like the straightforward thing is the way you get the G spot with women.
Mm-mm. It's a slightly tilted.
Yeah, slightly tilted.
Hmm.
There you fucking
Upwards.
go, guys. You
There you go.
fucking go inside the vagina with a slightly tilted
You're welcome. All right.
angle on your fingers
Y'all can
and
thank me later for how much
lick
your
on the
woman
clit.
loves you after you perform those things. And if you're a guy that doesn't do those things, you don't deserve the pussy, period.
Wow.
I said it.
There you go, guys. And if a woman is a chick that doesn't want to go down on a guy, she doesn't deserve the dick.
That's right.
But let me say this though, it is very important, ladies, for you to lick the balls, and you got to lick the shaft, do a lot of licking action, and you got to use the hands too. You have to
Mm-hmm.
use the hands.
Yes.
And also, I will say this, if you come from the side angle like that,
Uh-huh.
it doesn't feel as good as if you're in front of the guy.
Right. I've
Because,
noticed that as well.
yeah, you've noticed that? Has anybody ever told you not to do that?
No, I just I'm
See,
a
like
good people reader. I
it's
got this.
cool. It's cool to get head like from the side or whatever, because you're like, oh shit, she's sucking my dick. Oh
How,
my gosh.
sloppy though. Sloppy good.
Sloppy, the more sloppy, the better.
So I'm saying.
A lot of spit, a lot of hand action, and
Twisting hand action or just
twisting hand action, and not the whole hand.
mm-mm.
If you use like you can't use the whole hand. Like, I guess you could, but you know,
I mean, I feel like it depends on the guy.
yeah, I guess it depends
There's
on
some
size.
monsters out there.
Yeah, well,
There's some behemoths out there, so
yeah, I guess you would know more than I would, but
I mean, I don't know that much. Relax, but
yeah,
yeah,
I don't know. It sounds like you're kind of experienced.
I am experienced. Obviously, I have 2 children, but
Yeah, I guess you're
same
right.
person. We'll just throw that one out there too.
Shout
All
out to
you,
you for
shout out
having
to
the
me.
same baby daddy.
One baby daddy.
Some women have a lot of baby daddies.
Shit happens, man. Shit happens. I'm not judging them. My mom had 4 baby daddies, so
Did she really?
4 kids, 4 guys.
Shout out to your
It
mom.
happens. I
And
love her.
you always say your mama to me.
I do. I say your mama to everybody. I say it to my kids.
For real?
They're like, Mom, you're so. I'm like, your mom is that? Like, they're like, that's you.
There's nothing wrong
I
with
said what
that,
I
though.
said.
I appreciate your mom.
I appreciate my mom.
I'm
Absolutely
actually, I'm actually somebody who, at one point in my life, I used to only go after moms. Like when I was a young lad, I was 18, right, with
Mm-hmm.
a 36-year-old girlfriend. And you want to know how I met her?
Disgusting. What?
I'll let you into my little story here. So back in the MySpace days, right?
Oh shit. Top 8, top 4, top 16.
I was 18, right? I was 18 at the time. I remember this very specifically, and there was this I think she was like 17 or something like that. There was a 17-year-old chick, and she liked me, but I was 18, so I wasn't even trying to entertain it, because I'm like, oh shit, I'm at that age now where, like, if I talk to a 17-year-old chick, I can get in trouble or something. But your mom, though, your mom is kind of hot. And, obviously her mom had her at a young age, I guess at 18 or whatever. And her mom was only 36. So her mom was really good looking. Anyways, long story short, this girl, she invited me to her birthday party, you know, and she obviously was interested in me and things like that. But I was kind of after her mom, but she didn't really know it yet. So I go to the birthday party and I'm just like flirting with her mom. And, you know, I'm not trying to be too obvious, but nothing happened that night. But I friended her mom on MySpace the next day, and she knew who I was because she saw me at the party. And, you know, I was talking to her mom and, you know, got her number and everything. And eventually I ended up hanging out with her mom, like on the low. And she didn't know, not yet, anyways. And I would go over to her house, but I would park around the corner and her mom would come outside. And that was like our date. Like we never went anywhere. I never really understood why, but I kind of know why now. Her mom didn't want to be seen with like some 18-year-old guy that she probably had a little bit of a crush on. Ended up like actually dating her mom for like a month, like on the low though. And it was the most amazing shit I've ever experienced, because at the time I've never been with an older woman, and being with a woman that was 18 years older, oh my fucking gosh, we're talking about foreplay and head. I never received head like that before. So shout out to the experienced women out there, because that shit was amazing. Eventually her daughter found out and was fucking distraught. She was like, you're messing with my mom. And like, and she knew then as well that I was also sleeping with her mom. I went over to their house one day. Look, they were a Salvadorian, right? Her mom made me the best of Salvadorian food. I was fucking in love with this old ass. Well, she wasn't that old. I mean, she's your age now, but you know, I was 18. So in my
I would
mind,
not
right?
ever even fuck with an 18-year-old at my
Right.
age
That
right
shit is
now. I
crazy
wouldn't.
when I think about it. That shit is so crazy.
That was like my mom
So
though, because I'm seven. When I was 17, my mom was 37, and like all my guy friends were like, "Your mom's hot. Like, tell your mom what's up." Like, the shit happens.
I wonder if anybody ever never mind.
La, 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 la. I shan't
Oh,
tell.
oh shit. We can't talk about it right now?
We can't talk about none of that.
Your mom will be so mad at you, huh?
Well, we don't know if it happened or it didn't. So,
But they definitely had a crush on her, huh?
oh yeah, dude. From as long as I can remember, like middle school, she went to a field trip with us, and dude, all my guy friends are like, "Your mom's so hot," like crazy.
Yeah, I've seen pictures. No, I'm
Ah,
just playing.
that's funny.
Hey, but let me tell you how my relationship with the 36-year-old woman ended.
How did it end?
So I guess she had a long-term relationship that, well, I thought it was ended, but I guess this was not too long before she started talking to me. And about a month and a half goes by of me and this lady dating or whatnot. And I get a call one day from a number that I didn't know. And I'm like, at the time, I'm like, fuck it, I'm just gonna answer. And I remember this moment so vividly. It was some guy on the phone. And I answer, and he's like, hey, what's going on, young player? Like talking like that. He's like, what's up, young player? Yeah, your name is Jimmy, right? I'm like,
It's
yeah.
Daddy
Who is it?
Goods.
Yeah. I'm like, it's Daddy Goods. He's like, hey, look, I respect your game and I respect, you know, all the stuff you're into. I've been looking into you a little bit. I'm like, what? He was like, yeah, but you've been talking to my lady. Right now I'm locked up, but I'm gonna be getting out real soon. So I just want to let you know all of that is done with. And then I was like, yeah, you know, I agree. It's definitely done. It's definitely done.
You can
I'm
have
not
her,
gonna,
dog.
you can have her.
She's all
And
yours,
and
big guy.
she gave me a few gifts, right? Because I produced music and things like that a lot at that age, right? And she gave me some keyboards and a couple music items that you use to record. He told me that
Damn.
they were his and that I would need to return them. I returned those fucking instruments so fast. I was like, all right, no, even sure I agreed with everything you said, because I'm 18. This guy is
You're
calling me
not
from
trying to
prison.
get some guy from the pen to come fuck you up. Like,
Yeah. I'm like, that shit was wild. So not only did my young 18-year-old self have an experience with a 36-year-old woman, which was fucking awesome, by the way. And, you know, I wouldn't change any of that for anything. But I also got threatened by some guy who was, you know, in prison. And, you
Sweet.
know, I got to say that my 18-year-old life was pretty eventful. Life is
Sounds
still
like it.
eventful, you know, life is still
Sure is.
eventful.
It's just different kinds of events.
Yeah, totally. 2020 is, you know, a very eventful year as well. And it's been really good for a lot of us, and it's been really interesting. And I'm honestly curious to see what else is going to happen. Who knows if what's going to happen next is going to be crazy, or if it's just going to be the coolest thing that ever happened to us. I think that people being optimistic is one of the best ways you can be right now.
Something that you do have to look forward to in 2020 is to continue to check in with us every week on Tuesday on YouTube and Spotify. And I don't know how many other platforms, but that you can definitely depend on as long as we don't get that Rona.
Don't say that. Why would you put that out there? We already talked about it. As long as you avoid the Rona
As
dick.
long as you avoid the dick appointments that could give you that Rona dick, Rona pussy, you're good. We're good.
There you go, ladies. There you
But
go.
you're married, so as long
Well,
as
yeah,
you guys don't keg it.
we're just talking to all the guys out there.
Yeah.
As
All
long as
our side
as long as
friends.
Erica doesn't get the Rona, then I'll be good. You know.
Yeah. Or you. You work too.
I'm not gonna get the Rona. I'm impervious to all outside infection.
Manifest that, man. I hope that is the case.
That is the case. Well, thank you all for watching. We will catch you next Tuesday. Shout out to all the side friends. We out.
Bye.